letter from your kid, Mabel.
Oh, thank you, Elroy. It's the first letter since Dickie went away to camp. I'm just dying to know how he's getting along. Sing Sing. What a funny name for a summer camp.
Dear Mother, arrived at camp just in time for breakfast. They served the same food that you used to cook just before Daddy went away. Forever. Some of the fellas just skips breakfast and even their milk, which is red and comes from someplace in France. After breakfast, the other kids showed me a new game called Butcher. At first, I didn't want to play, but a big boy named Wallace Perkins talked me into it. He played the butcher, and I was a veal cutlet. Wallace won. After I got out of the hospital, they put on some entertainment for all the kids. It was lots of fun, but no cartoon. The camp counselor wasn't there. He was busy meeting one of the mothers who came to visit her little boy. He's anxious for you to come up here, Mom. There's been a little trouble. Someone has been stealing good conduct medals, and they caught my best friend, Tubby Winters, red-handed. Poor Tubby. I tried to explain it was all a mistake. But they talked me out of it. Lots of excitement yesterday, though. A flash flood washed the bridge away. Also, some of the kids. We got to help fix the bridge. Wallace Perkins tried to play hooky, and the man in the big boat on the lake stopped him dead in his tracks. That's all for now, Mom. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. I was made a member of the Tomahawk Patrol. I will write some more tomorrow if they can stop the bleeding. Love, your son, Dickie.
This evening, I'd like all of you to join with us in a panel discussion entitled Fractured Flickers, a Curse or a Blessing. To lead the discussion, we've invited to be with us tonight Attorney General Robert Kennedy, Miss Elizabeth Taylor, Sir Laurence Olivier, and Miss Vivian De La Chiesa.
It's a pleasure to see you, Miss De La Chiesa. The others must have been detained.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here.
Eh?
I said it's a pleasure to be here.
Would you mind if I move just a little bit closer, Miss De La Chiesa?
Delighted, Hans.
Well, now, this is cozy, isn't it? And I'll start by asking you straight away. As a star of the Metropolitan Opera and as a personality in the entertainment world generally, what do you think of Fractured Flickers?
Of what?
Fractured Flickers, the program that helps destroy cherished memories by putting modern-day words to old film classics.
Oh, them. I wrote them saying I couldn't make it.
Miss De La Chiesa, you did make it. You're here. In fact, you're the only one on our guest list who is here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I came here to make a recording of Alley Cat with the Dinky Mungo Quintet and Pablo Casals on bass and Lenny Bernstein on piano. Isn't this Studio E?
No, this is Studio F. But while you're here, won't you join with our other guests in discussing Fractured Flickers?
What do you mean, join? They stood you up, too.
Yes, I know, but if you stay, maybe nobody will notice.
Well, as long as I'm here anyway.
Good. Well, Miss De La Chiesa, or may I call you Vivian?
Oh, well, I suppose it's better than calling me Del.
How do you feel about our program?
I don't know. What is it?
Well, as an example, if you were a silent film star, we would take one of your pictures, boil it down to 5 minutes in length, give you a funny-sounding voice, add a lot of ridiculous sound effects. How would you feel about that?
Well, I'd feel that I could sue you for everything you've got.
That's strange. So many do.
But if that's what you really do on the program, I know of a plot line that you might use on one of your flickers.
Oh, we can always use a funny twist. Oh, what is it?
Well, it's a story about this handicapped fellow. He's very ambitious, but everybody makes fun of him. He marries off his daughter to get ahead, and in order to be promoted, he arranges with some fellows to kill off his opponents. But by mistake, his own daughter gets stuffed into a sack, and she gets killed instead. And...
Miss De La Chiesa, I don't know what to say. We are a family show, you know. I realize that the kind of story you're telling is enjoying a temporary popularity, but we are, after all, seeking something more worthwhile than such sensational drivel. How did you come by such a cheap bit of literary trash?
Well, that's the plot of Rigoletto.
Oh. Well, thank you, Miss Vivian Della Chiesa, for joining our panel discussion.
For our next discussion, we're inviting Charles de Gaulle, Madame John Kaishek, Governor Rockefeller, and Sonny Tufts.
Sonny Tufts, you might get.
No, he's scheduled to make a commercial in studio here.
And you think he'll make the same mistake I did?
Well, he's bound to. I switched the letters on the door. Good night, Miss Vivian Della Chiesa.
Good night, sneaky.